Unemployment rate had become a government problem from one period to another. This became one of the measurements to determine the economic development. Impacts imposed, other than weighing Indonesia's economic growth, the numbers of unemployment rate also become one of the main factors of the emergence of social problems such as criminality. In this segment, I will try to provide a graphic presentation about unemployment index in Indonesia. The first is about Indonesia's number of workforce. We're going to see the data. As you can see on the screen, this is the workforce participation rate. In 2018, 83.01%. Still dominated by men. In 2019, in the first quarter, 83.18% dominated by men. But in 2018, the participation rate by women in 2018 had reached 55.44%, which is lower compared to the data in 2018. But on the screen, we're going to see the data about the participation of manpower in Indonesia. We better see on the screen about the graphic. Okay, based on the Statistical Center data, the number of population that doesn't work had decreased since February 2017 from 7.01 million people to 6.87 million people in February 2018. This number is going down again for about 0.70% to 6.82 million people in February 2019. BPS records the number of population that work achieves 129.36 million people, going up 1.8% or 2.29 million people compared to the same period of the year, as much as 127.07 million people. Total annual amount of workers year on year increased as much as 2.24 million people, become 136.18 million people per February 2019. Numbers of work participation in Indonesia are still dominated by men. And as I presented to you before, we're going to see again about the work participation that had been, this is the number of Indonesia's workforce. In February 2017, the number had reached 124.57. In February 2018, the number had reached 127.07. In 2019, 129.6 million people. Based on the data from the Central Statistic Agency, the number of workforce in February 2019 increased by 2.24 million people compared to February 2018 to 136.18 million people. In line with the increase in the number of the workforce, the labor force participation rate also rose 0.12% or 69.32% compared to the same period last year. This indicates an economic potential in terms of increasing labor supply. Some of the possibilities about the cause of this data are related to the stigma of women who was married is better be a housewife only. The level of unemployment in the village or in a rural area is going down faster compared to the city, and we're going to check the data. The next graphic is about comparison of open unemployment rate in urban and rural area. In urban areas, in 2017, the index was reached 6.5%, and 2018 the index was on the 6.34%, and 2019, the first quarter, of course, so far had reached the index 6.3%. Meantime, the comparison of the open unemployment rate in rural area is quite is quite better compared to the unemployment rate in urban areas. In rural area, the index in 2017 had reached only 4, and then in 2018 reached 3.72%, and in 2019 the index was only 3.45%. There are 5 regions in Indonesia with the largest number of unemployment rate, and we're going to see the data, which areas that have a great number in terms of unemployment rate. The first area that have the huge number of unemployment rate. We've got West Java with the rate reached 7.73%. And after West Java, we got Banten, 7.58%, Maluku, 6.91%, East Kalimantan, 6.66%, and Riau Islands, 6.41%. West Java have a great industrial areas. This condition attracting people from outside the area entering West Java to work there. This condition had caused the declining numbers of work fields. Another data based on the Central Statistic Agency say that the unemployment rate of graduates of vocational high school is highest compared to the graduates from the other education levels point. The unemployment rate of the graduates in August 2018 reaches 11.25%. The unemployment rate is higher than February 2018 at 8.92%, but lower than the August 2017 position of 11.41%. And facing this reality, every local government needs to accelerate the absorption of manpower in work field in their own area, so it won't cause manpower migration and causing the decrease of work field in other area. And at the end, will cause the number of unemployment rate. And stay tuned on Market Headline, because I'll be right back after the break.